Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hope you're all alright. We are at location. We just need to be careful because we're not actually in it yet and there's cars moving down the road. Another one coming down as well. I'll turn away from the... Go. Right guys, it's alright. Just got to be careful where we are. This is a Tesco's. It's a slow connection with a 5G. Wait for a few people to get on. Indeed they can.
Hi Sally, good evening, thank you for joining us.
Tell you what we haven't done though.
We don't have our mics in, do we?
We don't have mics in now. So we're that desperate to get going.
Everyone can hear us still, but it would just be...
Yeah, you'll hear us, but you'll hear us from the phone.
We're just going to put the mics in now, Sally.
In there, guys.
We are both... Oh, well, I'm good, I can't speak for Ian. Are you good as well?
I'm as good as I can be.
We hope you've had a good week. It's Wednesday, halfway through.
In the bottom on it. Push up.
That's in, isn't it? Hi Patricia, thank you for joining us. Sorry guys, we're by a road at the moment, so we're just trying to...
I'm trying to stay as stealthy as possible, but this road's just suddenly become so busy, it's ridiculous. Drop this back in.
There we go. Mike's in now.
Mike's on, guys.
Can you just confirm if you can hear us? Because obviously we just had to switch over to the mic. So
we got so excited at arriving here that we just we just got going without the mics on.
hi Malcolm and Angela, thank you for joining us. Hi Kim, thank you for joining us, and hi Sherry, thank you for joining us too.
Right, guys, I will read out the story of where we are. Obviously, this is Valentine's week, so it's our Valentine's special, and the story that we're here for took place on Valentine's Day. So we're a couple of days early from its anniversary, but it is a massive story.
We just want to confirm that this is not a romantic live as well.
Yes, no. Thank you very much, Sally, for confirming that. Hi, Sammy, thank you.
Right. They are watching the Paranormal live and not a
yeah, it is
rom-com.
Yeah, it's not a rom-com today. Right.
Thank you for confirming you can hear us, guys.
If you flip the camera, guys, we'll get in there first, and then we'll talk.
So as you can see, as we're walking in, the first thing it says is "Honour the dead." So I think that paints a bit of a picture for the type of place we're about to come across today.
Yeah, guys, the story that I've got for you is absolutely unreal.
Thank you for sharing, guys.
It's another true crime, unsolved.
Oh, I swear that always happens. There's a bird that flies above our head when we walk in a place like this. Kim, I'm good, thank you. I hope you are well too. You're good, aren't you, Ian?
I'm as good as I can be. Thank you for asking, guys. Right. So, we're going to walk around this side, so I was right at the way of that house down there. Don't think we're on camera.
Is that a passcode on that door?
Yeah. You're right if you need the toilet.
Totally.
Whoa. Got some of these. As always, guys, because we are in a graveyard, we won't go anywhere near any of the modern ones. That's just something that we don't do. Right. Now we're in the back. We can try and talk about what we're actually here for. Thank you for sharing, guys. Really appreciate it. Right. Guys, like I said, it's Valentine's week. We're here for our Valentine's special. And this one is crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's a true story. You'll be able to look it up online and it'll all come up. You'll see exactly what I've got. It's an unsolved murder linked to another murder, linked to possibly another murder, linked to a lot of potential witchcraft, linked to all sorts of issues, basically. The area we're in is known for witchcraft and, well, ghostly black dogs is something that is reported around here as well. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was that?
Okay.
Well, that's a strange start.
We've not even said the story and we're hearing things already. That's good. Right. Anyway. Right. We're here for something called the Pitchfork Murder, or murders. Now, the person in particular that we're here in regards to is somebody that was killed on that particular day, called Charles Walton. Charles Walton was born on the 12th of May, 1870, and died on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, 1945. He was found murdered at Firs Farm, which is where he worked. Firs Farm is the field opposite where we are. So he was found in the field opposite where we are right now. The chief suspect for the murder was the manager of the time of the Firs, a Mr. Alfred John Potter. Now, most of Potter's alibis were proven to be false, and he'd given about 7 or 8 different accounts of different things, and none of them came back as being the correct story. However, insufficient evidence to state that he was actually at the crime scene meant there was no conviction, and the case is currently the oldest unsolved murder in Warwickshire. Now, the case was investigated at the time by the foremost police detective of the era, a Robert Fabian of Scotland Yard. Now, there was a TV series called Fabian of the Yard, which was out in the 50s and 60s, and it was all about that detective and how good he was and the murders and crimes that he'd solved. The first episode was about this. Charles Walton was killed in an extremely gruesome manner. He'd been beaten over the head with his own stick, had his neck cut open with a slash hook, which is something they used to cut bushes and hedges with, and then had his head pinned to the floor with the prongs of his own pitchfork going through his neck. So it was a gruesome one. Charles's pocket watch was also known to have been taken. At the time, literally about half a mile from where we stood, there was a prisoner of war camp, and that prisoner of war camp was home to a lot of Italian prisoners, and the spotlight was on them originally for the murders, as they were allowed to roam free in the area due to them being considered not a threat. I've got a list of names that, if they come through, obviously they'll mean something. But there's another side to this story. Like I said, this area is known for witchcraft. Charles Walton was believed to, amongst locals, to be somewhat of a white witch, who used his knowledge and skills in the area and in the local woods and bushes to try and help those in need. But many in the village feared him, as they claimed that he could cast an evil eye. And it was at that point where witchcraft became noted with this case. Now, Fabian never wrote, Detective Fabian never wrote anything in any of his police reports about witchcraft, even though the area itself was considered to be home of its practice. But some 25 years later, in a private note to somebody, in a private diary, he wrote, "If anybody was to read this, I advise anybody who is attempted to venture into black magic, witchcraft or shamanism to remember the case of Charles Walton's death, which was clearly the ghastly climax of a pagan rite. It is prudence on which your future peace of mind and even your life could depend." He then went on to reference another murder that took place in this same village, in the same field, that happened some 40 years prior. No, 60 years prior even. It was the murder of somebody called Anne Tennant. She was killed with a slash hook and pinned to the floor with a pitchfork. Now, they knew who killed her. It was somebody called James Hayward. And he killed her because he believed she was a witch. The next day, next to the site where she was killed, they found a black dog hanging from a tree. Can you guess what was discovered hanging by the site next to where Charles Walton was killed? You got it, a black dog. Now, black dogs are synonymous with this area. Local folklore states that phantom black dogs roam the area and were a vision or sign of death or imminent death. Not specifically for yourself, but for anything in the area. There was a story in 1885 of a young boy who had been seeing phantom black dogs on several nights on his way through the area. But on the last occasion that he saw them, the dog was accompanied by a headless woman. Now, that night, this young boy's sister, when he went home, was found dead. The name of this young boy was Charles Walton, the same person, or at least the same name, of the person that was found dead. But the whole of this story. Now, it's really strange. All the information that's about this place is really strange. Can we find anything out tonight that makes any kind of sense of any of this information? Was it witchcraft? Was it murder by the farmer? I think we just need to see, don't we? So, with that in mind, my name's Ian.
My name's Connor.
We're Paranormal State of Mind.
Let's do this.
Right, guys, like I said, this place, the stories are crazy. Absolutely bonkers. And all the alibis as well given by the farmer. I could have written them all down, but there's a lot of them. And like I say, none of them were found to be true. So, he'd made an alibi, basically saying that he'd been in the pub at the time of the murder. The landlord said that he'd never seen him. The person he was apparently with wasn't in the area, so couldn't have been in there with him. He'd also made an alibi stating that he was working with some farmhands to try and pull one of his heifers out of a ditch. when the police spoke to his farmhands, that happened the day before, and the heifer had died that day. And they didn't go up to pull the heifer out, the remains of the heifer, until the following day. So again, didn't match up. They spoke to his wife at the time, I believe her name was Elizabeth, and she couldn't corroborate his story, basically saying that he'd come home for his dinner, had dinner and then left. His story was completely different, because he told the police that he'd gone home, dinner wasn't ready, he was told it was going to be an hour or two, so he went to go and try and help pull out the heifer to then return for dinner. Again, not matching up with the story that he gave. So the police kind of more than had their suspicions, but because there was no actual evidence of him being there, they couldn't prosecute and nothing ever came of it. The place we're at right now, we're at one of 3 churches that's involved in this story. The one we're at, I'm not going to name it, but the one that we're at is where his body was believed to have been buried. However, there is no grave here of him, because this story has been going for a long time now. Or is it a car?
Is it? I think it's what. Yeah, it's a car.
Okay. It's like a hissing noise anyway.
It did sound like a hiss. Yeah.
Yeah. So his family had got annoyed, basically, of the amount of people that were coming up here on Valentine's Day to try and find out what's going on with the story itself. The BBC had been up here, and everybody they spoke to, as polite as they were, point blank refused to talk about it. And it's been that way for a very long time. Nobody talks about it. And like I say, the family came to this church, destroyed the headstone, and it's believed they may have had his body moved. But it's also believed that they only moved it to a different location in this church. So we're at the church that we believe he's buried at. It is a church that he would have attended as well. There's another church opposite the house he lived at, which is about a mile from here, and then another church about a mile and a half from here, and they're all related to the same story. The one a mile from here, it was opposite the house he lived at. The one that's a mile and a half from here is where all of his family would have gone, because they live further up. Now, one of the names that could come through, I will give the one name. It's that of Edith. Edith was his niece, who had lived with him for 33 years, and he had adopted her after his sister's death. The other names I'm not going to name, and if they come through, that's when we'll
Reveal.
whether it is. Because there's farmhands that were questioned, there's other farmers that own farms that he previously helped on, there's his parents' names, there is other names that are relevant to the story, but we want to see if any of those come through. So guys, like we've said, we're here to try and find out the truth if we can. I don't know what's going to happen with this one. It's a crazy, crazy story, and it's linked to so many different things. So, fingers crossed, we do get something. I hope you enjoy it. We're here, we want to do it, so as we've just said, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Right, where do we go? What do you think? I'm thinking here, look how old these ones are. These are all old, aren't they?
Yeah, these are the type we don't come across these, as such, do we? There's a bit more
I think
history to it, isn't there?
all it says is that his family got annoyed with people constantly coming up on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It's not Valentine's Day, it's a couple of days before. But as it's our Valentine's story, that's why we've come to this one, because it's linked to Valentine's Day. There's other crazy stories linking this one as well, guys. There's a belief by other people that this guy because, and this is where it gets even crazier, there's no record of this Charles on any census. He has no birth record and no death record on a census. Yet he existed and has a birth certificate. So we know parents' names, but the people that are named as his parents never had him registered as living with him on a census. So it's quite strange.
I'd just like to say welcome to everyone who's joined.
Yes, thank you very much for joining.
And thank you for sharing. I noticed a lot of you have put comments in the chat saying you shared, which is much appreciated.
I'm just trying to think, where do you think
and
it could be?
to anyone who is new and does have a YouTube channel, please, it's on our page. If you could kindly subscribe to that as well. So we want to push content out to other platforms as well.
Yeah, and there will be some exclusive YouTube content going out as well. We'll do some pre-records that we'll post directly onto YouTube. But we'll let you know on Facebook when they've gone on there. So everyone that's on here, if you're following, you'll be able to go and watch them anyway. There won't be long videos like our lives, but we've got a couple of things planned that are going to be put onto YouTube directly because they upload easier onto there than they onto Facebook. So, where do we go?
There's quite a lot of space, isn't there?
There's a lot of space, but the problem we got is because we don't know where he
Yeah.
was reinstated, basically, because they came up and they destroyed the grave. I'm thinking around here.
Yeah.
The older ones are.
Yeah. Should we do it around here?
This is where all the older ones are. So I'm going to say, I'm going to put some cat balls on this.
Yeah.
So there's one. Two.
Sherry, it's also very cold.
It's freezing. It is really, really, really cold. 3.
I've had to put an extra layer on this week.
No, he just hasn't forgot his coat this week.
Well, last week I didn't think it'd be as cold, and I woke up in the morning, there's frost on the car.
It's February, mate, to be fair. Let's be honest. We have also got something new with us tonight, guys. I don't know whether it's something that we try out, but we'll see how the investigation goes. We've got some paranormal dice, and it's something that we've got to be able to try and communicate in a completely different way. Right, there's another one. We'll put one over this side as well.
Just making sure, yeah. There's nothing behind me. I was walking back then.
Yeah.
Didn't check.
Yeah. Shout out to a company called Paranormal Woodwork, because that's where we got the dice from. I'll show you more in a bit as well. We'll crack on the investigation, and that might be something over here.
Oh, yes.
Later.
Thank you, Sally, for reminding us. Yes, I know a few people were struggling or have tried to gift stars in the past. So there is now a PayPal
Yes,
linked to the page.
And can I also very much thank Sherry, because Sherry has sent us some petrol money. So thank you very much for that, Sherry.
Thank you, Sherry.
Right, so let's load the spirit talker up and we'll do a call out. I'm very aware, guys, as you are, you see where we are. We're in a graveyard. We may get a lot of mixed things coming through, we always do. But we're hoping, I'm not going to lie, mate, I'll keep thinking there's someone behind us.
I know, I keep hearing, like, it sounds like someone's like
rustling.
Walking or rustling, behind. Is that the field?
There's a field behind. That's not the field it was in.
Yeah.
The field it is in is over there, the other side of that road.
Oh, okay.
So we're literally opposite the field that it happening. Right.
They're from over there.
Was it?
Yeah. I think it could be that house over there.
Okay.
To be fair, you can't really see the one that you mentioned earlier. It's
The other side, that's why
yeah.
we came this side. But there is a house that overlooks this, guys, and we're very aware of the fact that the windows literally overlook the church, and we don't want to have to be thinking that we're up to no good. Load this one up. Good job we got the other phone sorted, guys, because my phone, there was something there then.
I heard something, yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, we're in the countryside, so it could be animals, we know that, but we're very strange happenings. So, ready?
Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it. You sure you want to?
Well, I don't have to be locked in, well, shut in somewhere this week, so.
Oh, I didn't tell you, did I? I'm joking.
Guys, you could not, you
You should
didn't
have
see the
saw
look.
Connor's face there. Right. Yeah, this church that we're at tonight isn't one that leave the door open. One of the others in the area is. We could go there and do that, but it's not the one that we wanted to do for this particular story.
Hi, Claire and Layla. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. Right, so without further ado, are there any spirits here with us tonight that would like to come forward and communicate with us? In particular, anyone that has anything to do or knows of anything to do with a Mr. Charles Walton. If you're here, please come forward. Please use the equipment that we've put down. We've got clear balls on the floor. You're welcome to pick them up, throw them, touch them, pass through them. And if you do, they'll light up red and blue. I'll show you now. Okay, so we just had Bernadette come through. Not a name on my list, but that doesn't mean that it's not a name associated with it. Many deaths, that is true. That is definitely true. It's certainly true of this story as well. Right. Sorry if you can hear me rumbling around in the back, guys. I'm just trying to get the other equipment out as well. If there is anybody that wishes to come and communicate with us, can you come forward to our light? Come to the equipment that we've placed down.
Use our energy if you need to.
You are welcome to use the equipment we're putting down if you'd like to. Play with it, do whatever you want with it.
Bird again.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Is this Bernadette that we're talking to?
Scroll.
Scroll. What do you mean by that?
You are a gift.
I am a gift. Well, I keep telling everyone this and they don't believe me.
The gift that keeps on giving.
What do you mean by that? Could you explain? Bernadette, if it's yourself that's communicating with us, if you're here, can you tell us, did you know Charles? Do you know Charles Walton? Or do you know if Charles Walton is here?
Oh, cat ball's gone off. There we go.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. So, are you saying that he is here? Charles Walton, if you're here, I'm asking you directly, can you come forward? Can you come and communicate with us? We're aware of the story that involves your death.
I'm standing among you.
Standing among us. Is this you, Charles? Are you with us? Can you confirm it's you? Could you set off any of our equipment? There's 3 devices with straight away.
As she said it, yeah.
Straight away, okay. Wow, okay. Thank you very much for that. Guys, the equipment that's on there, that is a flat table on top of that. There'd be no reason for anything to do anything, it wouldn't move, nothing. It's not windy, if you look at the trees, there's nothing going on.
It's cold, but not windy.
It's very cold, but there's no wind. Charles, if that was you, thank you ever so much for doing that. Charles, can I ask you?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Can I ask you if you could confirm?
Bernadette.
Again, same name.
Bernadette again. So is this Charles or is this Bernadette? Are you saying that you know Charles? And you know Charles is here? Or is it Charles? If it's Charles, can you set off that light again, please?
I died.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just said I died and set off the light like I asked you to. Okay, so thank you ever so much for that, Charles. Charles, do you know the person that killed you? Do you know the name of the person that killed you? You could give me a name, that would be amazing.
Betsy.
Betsy. Are you saying Betsy is the name of the person that killed you?
Is that Bernadette's nickname? Is that what folk around the area used to call Bernadette? If so, could you set off one of the clear balls again, please? Or is that a different person?
Drinks.
Drinks. One of the stories that we're aware of does involve drinking, but it was that of someone that was suspected of being the person that killed you that was drinking. However, it wasn't with the name Betsy or Bernadette.
Was there anything to do with his wife? Was he married?
He was a widow. His wife had died earlier on.
Could that have been her, or was there another name to that?
It doesn't say her name.
So that could have been the name of his wife.
There are a few names that are related to family, but I don't know the name of his wife. That's the one thing I didn't know.
Charles, was the name of your wife Bernadette by any chance, and did you used to call her Betsy? If so, could you set off one of the clear balls, please?
Empathy.
That just went up the EMF.
Okay. Charles, if you're still with us, as well as the clear balls that you've been setting off, there are some devices on the floor. There's a black one there, another black one there, and a green one just up there. If you were to touch one of those or go near it, the light on it should go up from green up to red. They will get higher on the scale on there. It will light up different colours. If you could do that as well, that'll also confirm that you're with us. What was that?
That was the that's the balloon, and that just moved on there.
Okay.
Oh.
Right. I mean, I don't want to get to that one because that's quite clearly quite
Yeah.
modern.
I agree with you, Sherry. I am getting the feeling. I know it's not been confirmed for sure, but
Look
that
out for lights.
Bernadette could have possibly been his wife, and that her nickname was Betsy. Well, that's what he used to call her. Clapping in it.
Something's clapping in the distance,
Yeah.
guys. I don't know what's going on.
Suffering.
Suffering. There was definitely suffering involved with this. Definitely. It's a very gruesome tale, indeed. Now, we'd like to find out the truth. With Charles, people considered you to be a little bit of a witch, but more in terms of the fact that you tried to help people. Hi Shay, we can't disclose where we are due to the fact that we're still here. If you look into the story, you'll find out the area. It's a true crime. It's Warwickshire oldest unsolved crime. We can message and talk to you about that. But Charles, if you are still with us, as I said, there was a lot of suffering. We're aware of that. We know of certain names that were linked to it. We also know that, as I said, you were considered to be a bit of a white witch. Now, being called a white witch is somebody that is, you do a form of witchcraft for help. You try to benefit people. So it may be that you were making herbal medicines for people. Dominic. Right, Dominic's one of the names that was on that list.
Oh, it
one
is.
of the farmhands.
Oh, okay.
Right, so Dominic, guys, he's one of the names on the list. So Dominic, are you here with us now as well? If you are, can you confirm that you are with us? One of the balls that we've placed on the floor, if you touch one of them, they'll light up red and blue, as Charles has already done. Or if you pass near one of the devices that's got a green light on currently, there's two on the floor and one up there. Two black and one green. If you go near one of those, you'll send the light higher. Or if you try and use your voice to communicate, the device that's in my hand will try and decipher what you're saying. So Charles or Dominic?
Confidence.
Okay. Are you saying that we have confidence? Are you saying that you have confidence? I'm not going to lie, guys, this place is eerie, one.
It is eerie.
Like, and I keep hearing things behind us, looking over towards those graves. Do you know what, as well, there's a gate there that goes through into that field.
Is there?
Yeah, look. See.
Yeah.
Ronald.
Is that another name?
Ronald. No. And like I said, guys, we are aware we're in a graveyard. We may well get a lot of names come through that aren't
But
relevant to this
Dominic
story.
is a very that's not a
Dominic is
common
one of the
name.
names that was written down, and it was another farmhand because that's what Charles was.
To me, that's a very specific name
Yeah.
to come through.
He was another one of the farmhands on that farm. He wasn't in the area at the time, so it could not have been Dominic, but he would have known Charles. Charles, if you're still with us, do you wish to talk to us about how you came to die? If you do, please do something. Please show something to us to confirm that you do. Light up a ball, light up one of the devices, the EMFs.
Could you even make the ball, one of the clear balls, roll off what it's placed on? Use our energy if you need to.
Fair enough. You drop your torch, you'll see. Right, okay, so thank you very much, Charles.
Again, straight after when you've asked.
And the EMS going up. And then gone. Right, okay.
But again,
Oh.
it's gone off when you've asked.
Renewal.
But days go mental.
Okay, so Charles, thank you very much for that. So if you wish to confirm with us and talk to us about your death, that's what we're here for. It's what we've come to communicate with you about. We'd like to try and find out the truth for you. Obviously somebody did something awful to you, and we'd like to get the truth out there. We'd like people to know the name of the person that did it. The police believed that they knew who it was. Blind. Are you saying that you were blinded?
That EMF's going up quite a bit.
Okay. We know that you were struck around the head several times with your own stick. So you're saying that you were blinded? Is that the case?
Oh, thank you for sending stars, Sammy.
Thank you. Oh, it's gone off again.
Oh, there we
Right,
go.
okay.
That's a different.
Miracle.
Is that 3 different cat balls now?
Yep. So I think there's 7 or 8 out and 3 of them have gone off now. Right, okay. So you're saying that you were blinded by being struck around the head? Right, we also know what else happened. And the other thing that happened was rather gruesome, involving your pitchfork. You were put on the floor and the pitchfork pinned your head to the floor. Now obviously that's not a nice way to go.
Alive.
Are you saying that you feel alive now? Off again.
Yeah.
Okay.
When the EMF's just spiked up.
Yeah. So you're feeling alive now, are you? I know there's been a lot of people come up to do investigations about your story, but there's other parts to the story that I would also like to know. Could you confirm, Charles, were you the boy in the story that had met dogs, several occasions, black dogs, and a headless woman? Are you that boy that reported that and it was printed in the local papers? Because that happened some 60 years before you actually died. It was while you were a young boy.
It's a good point from Sally. She said he could have still been alive
Toys.
when the pitchfork.
Okay, there you
There we
go.
go. Said toys and
Yeah,
set it off. Sally was saying he could have still been alive when the
he
pitchfork went into his head.
could well have been.
Could have gone.
Yeah,
Could have been blind stuff.
yeah.
Might have blinded him, and it could have been a bit like a slow death.
Well, the person that apparently discovered the body is the person that police believed is the person that killed him.
Yeah. Again.
Whoa, straight away.
Straight away.
So are you telling me that the person that discovered your body is the person that killed you?
Can you set off one of the other clear balls again if that's the case, please, Charles?
That ain't stop going off.
That's still going off, isn't it? Can you perhaps push one of the clear, as you referred to them, the clear toys, off of the headstone it's on?
Again. So Charles, are you saying that it was your boss at the time, the person who owned the farm or managed the farm that you worked on? Are you saying that the police were correct and it was Alfred Potter?
Deceit.
Deceit. Was it Alfred Potter that killed you? Again.
Look at the EMF as well.
EMF's going
man.
crazy. So you're confirming with me now that Alfred Potter is the person that killed you?
Can anyone else see that on the screen? Does that look like an orb?
Well, just slowly going
Yeah.
across then, yeah?
Is that just me in the
That's
chat?
crazy.
That is going off mental. I don't know whether it's the reflection from the
Infernal.
light.
Infernal. Charles, thank you very much for saying that. The police did believe that it was Mr. Potter. It was Alfred Potter that had done that to you.
Charles, I'd just like to say thank you for being very forthcoming with us. It must be hard to talk about.
The nature of your death was not very nice at all, so it can't be easy for you to talk about it.
You know, thank you for...
But we do appreciate you coming forward and saying those things to us.
There we go.
Brilliant.
Sammy, thank you for sending the stars.
I mean, this is crazy. I just feel like we've just got answers straight off the bat here now.
Yeah, a few people did see something on the...
Yeah, I saw something floating across just.
That EMF's just gone mental.
Yeah.
Stuff.
It's gone off again.
Charles, is there anything, any more information you can give us? Were more people involved with this? I know you've given us a lot of information already, but were you aware if it was more than one person who was involved?
I'm family.
Your family? Okay. So is this still Charles, or are we talking to somebody else now? That's going crazy.
Deja vu.
Going off
Again. Deja vu. Are you saying it's deja vu because there are other investigators that have come up to try and talk to you? Or are you saying it's deja vu because somebody else was killed in the exact same manner? And that's why they believe that it was related to witchcraft?
I've just seen an orb again. It was behind
Tainted.
the cat ball and then moved towards us.
Tainted.
I'd be interested to see is the app on that one where it detects figures.
It's on the one you're on.
Yeah, so unfortunately that would have been interesting
The
to see.
SLS guys we can't put on because we've had to go live on that phone. I have zero signal on mine, so I can't use it. But that is not stopping. The EMF's going
Again, can you see
crazy.
it? Just moved again. It was right. It's. I don't know if anyone else can see by the cat ball. Every time the cat ball goes off, there is an orb that moves around it and then away from it.
I've just got a real bad chill down my spine. Charles, thank you so much for communicating with us.
Thank
if it
you,
is you that
Charles.
keeps setting this ball off, we really, really appreciate it.
Good evening, Dawn. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for confirming the name of the assailant, the person that did this to you, and confirming that the police were correct. Did it annoy you that Alfred wasn't prosecuted? And that there wasn't any actual
Nice to
proof?
meet you.
Nice
Is
to
it
meet you
someone
too.
else now? Is this the family?
It did say I'm family. Can I ask, is this a young lady that's with us now? There is something
We've
there.
just had we've just had in the chat from Dawn. There's an old lady and mouse behind us, and it's weird because you've just said, "Is there a lady with us now?"
I'm only saying
not
that
again.
because it said I'm family. His niece lived with him for 33 years. That has not stopped. They don't do that.
It's just constantly gone off, hasn't it?
Yeah. Oh no, it stopped. What? No, we've talked about it. It stopped.
Could you set off one of the other cat balls for us, please?
One of the other clear
if
balls.
you wouldn't mind.
There's 8 dotted around.
Whether it's the ones on top of the stone here, or the ones over here. Yeah, that's a good idea, Karen. What I'm going to do, I'm going to switch the balls around.
Yeah. Mistake. Can you elaborate with that? What do you mean by mistake?
Do you mean that I've just switched them around? Was that a mistake doing that?
Or are you talking about the case itself? Did the police make a mistake? Is this still Charles? Or is it a lady? Is it Charles's niece? I keep hearing like movement right behind us.
I'm the same. You can hear stuff.
Like not that field, like right behind us. EMS just gone.
Just gone flat.
Yeah. If you need energy, guys, use ours. We mean you no harm. We're here to communicate with you only. Please come forward, come to our lights, come to our equipment, come to us. If possible, and we'd love you to, can you show yourself? If you could do that, we'd absolutely love it. Guys, I'm not joking. There's something moving around us. Behind us, it's to that side of us.
At the end.
I would imagine it would. His throat was slashed and then pitchfork through it.
That's very
It's just come through saying my throat
specific,
hurt at the end.
isn't it?
So that's very specific in terms of what went on. Charles, thank you very much for confirming that, because that is directly in relation to what happened to you. Could you confirm for me, Charles? Could you set off one of the cat balls again, one of the clear balls? Was it yourself that was the young boy involved in the story that got printed in the papers with the black dogs?
I enjoy the company.
Thank you very much. Are there many people that come up here? We're aware of the story that your family destroyed your headstone because they got fed up of the amount of people that were coming up here, and that it's usually on February the 14th, which just so happens to be Valentine's Day. Can I ask if Alfred's here? We've been talking to Charles Walton, we believe. Is Alfred Potter here? You were also from the local area. Can you tell us your side of the story? You told the police quite a few different stories.
Deception.
Told the police quite a few different stories. Deception. It was deception, definitely. There was a lot of stories told and none of them had any substance by all accounts. Alfred, if you're here, can you come and talk to us? Charles has told us that it was yourself. Detective Fabian believed it was yourself.
Jones.
Jones. Was that one of the surnames? I'm not sure if that was one of the surnames.
That'd be crazy if it is.
I'll have to have a look on the book in a minute.
Charles.
Charles.
Come through St. Charles, yeah.
Okay. Right, guys, we've just had Charles come through. Charles, thank you very much. We believed we were talking to yourself. You tried to confirm it and now you've just given that name as well. So thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Charles, is Alfred here? Or is he no longer around by where you are? He tried to distance himself. If there's a young lady who will say, I don't know the age that she would have been at, but is there a lady here called Edith? Mention that your family Edith, we know, was Charles's niece and lived with him after he adopted you. Could you confirm that you're here?
Evelyn.
Evelyn. It's very close to Edith.
It's close, yeah.
Not quite.
The bench.
Bench.
There's a bench right there.
Did you see that?
What was that?
Someone here with us?
I don't know.
It's weird because everyone in the chat said that kind of looked like a bench.
It does really, but because I think it is a headstone, I don't want to sit on that.
I'm very tempted to walk around there now.
Yeah. Guys, there was it sounded like someone was here then.
What was that?
Around this corner.
And there is a
You
bench.
just want to show the bench. So right behind where we are is a bench. And it's just come through saying the bench.
There's a car door in it.
That was a car door, yeah. Door. think it's over the road.
Oh, okay.
I can see you all.
You can see us all. What did you want us to go to the bench for? Right, in the distance there, you see the lights?
Yeah.
That's a construction building.
Should we go and see if there's anything on the bench? Any writing?
Can do.
Is there any writing?
Grace.
Right. Yeah, that light in the distance there. It's some sort of construction building.
Interference.
Memories of many happy Martindale days together. Okay. So, is this in memory of people called Martindale? Surname Martindale?
Something is wrong.
Something's wrong. What's wrong? What do you mean? I don't want to go this side because that's more modern stuff there. Just out of respect, we don't do that.
Here.
William Paddock. Just said here.
We just stopped here.
What's this one say?
Oh god, that's weird.
What?
What's the second name of that guy? Paddock.
William Paddock and Anne.
Karen did put in the chat that there's a couple sitting on the bench,
Okay.
and
William and
so
Anne.
these are a couple, chat.
Residual.
And then the bench is there. And Karen, you did point out that there was a couple sat on the bench.
I'm protecting you.
Okay, well, thank you very much. What are you protecting us from?
I'll affect everything.
Okay.
Shall I put a cat balls in front of those?
Yeah, take the ones from there.
Because these ones haven't gone off as such, have they?
Fell.
How many were on top of here?
There's one on the top.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's one on the floor. I'm not sure where I put it. If I did. I might not have.
Just take the one from here.
Take that one on the top. Oh, yeah, on the floor then. Yeah, that's fine.
What we'll do is we'll keep them over here and we'll monitor this as well.
Put some over that side as well. If we stand away from it, if it starts going off, then obviously we can show it on the camera.
My heart.
Your heart. Are we still talking to Charles? Or
Don't tell people.
don't tell people? What am I not telling people? I'm not going to lie, mate. That looked like a face looking through that window at us then.
I know those windows. Every time you flash on it.
Right there.
I know what you mean.
It looked like a face looking through it. See?
It does. That's quite creepy.
Oh.
That light that's just gone on the other side of the road.
Yeah. Light that's gone on the other side of the church.
Is that on this premises or is it?
No.
Door slammed.
You said doors slammed and
Oh, cat ball's just gone off.
Okay. It's the other side still.
Who are we speaking to right now?
As I walked over there,
Oh,
though.
again.
Okay. See, that's a different one because we haven't had that. Neither of them go off.
Neither of them have.
So that's now a fourth different one out of 8. It's a light over the road.
That looks like a face, though.
It does. Don't know if you can pick that up on the camera.
Done it again.
Can you pick that up on the camera or not? I don't think it's going to come through, is it?
No, it's the bottom
That's
right.
gone off again.
Keeps going off, doesn't he?
As I walked past that one and it went off, it went doors slammed as there was doors slamming over there.
Yeah. Who are we speaking to right now? Can you give us your name, please?
Can you confirm who we are talking to?
Okay.
Are we talking to Anne and William?
Grandad.
Grandad. He's talking about Grandad, then that's not Charles because Charles doesn't have any kids. Mate, that window's freaking me right out.
It is creepy, isn't it?
Adam.
Adam.
Don't you think it's weird, though? It's a stop there and then
Yeah.
now.
Here, we put the cat balls down and then it starts going off. But it just seems like everything to do with Charles has sort of gone.
Someone's second name.
Yeah, obviously we're here for Charles Walton, but other things are bad. Okay, so Adam Smith, bad. So there's somebody called Adam Smith here. That's not very nice. If that's the case, why is Adam Smith not very nice? Can you tell us? Right, that window's freaky.
A duck.
We're hearing loads of stuff around here. It's crazy.
The shadows are me.
The shadows. Are you talking about what we can see in the window? Love. So in the shadows of me, we keep seeing what looks like a face in that window. And it's there again now. The second we put a torch on, it's gone.
Light.
Light, yeah.
We are shining a light on it.
Is it yourself that we're seeing in that window? Can you confirm that for us?
My heart gave in.
Your heart gave in.
Is it talking about William and Anne now?
I don't know.
Sigh.
It's all random stuff right now.
This is like a conversation. Like,
yeah. Are we in the middle of a conversation with?
Yeah.
Are other entities having a conversation with each other or something? We're kind of in the middle of it.
Are we talking to you, William and Anne?
Seeing that comment there from Sammy, guys. Just so as you know as well, Sammy's aware, but we've had ourselves a new little gadget. We've got a gimbal to try and keep the videoing more steady.
And my hand keeps slipping.
And the problem is it's really cold. Our hands are freezing, and I'm the one that knows how to use the gimbal properly, not Connor. So
I'm navigating it right now.
So if the camera starts slipping, just give us a shout and we'll.
Beware of the dark.
Yeah, my hands are going numb.
Yeah, my right hand's gone completely numb. Beware of the dark.
That's really weird. You weren't shining your light on that then, and I could see something like in there.
Yeah, it looks like there's something in there. I genuinely thought there
Did
was
you go?
someone
Have you gone
watching
up to
us.
it and had a look in there?
No, shall I? Here we go.
I swear to, if you see something now,
I can't get right next to it. Imagine if her face just appeared there now.
yeah, it's all right. Because your torch is that powerful. It was reflecting off that and then going behind, and it looked like someone in the distance was then trying to shine a torch on us.
Caroline.
Caroline. Okay, so another name. None of this is in regards to the story here, but none of that's going off anymore. All of that's just gone
Yeah,
kaput.
I feel like we got a lot from that though. We
I
definitely-
can't believe
How
we've got Charles and then
forthcoming it all was.
direct responses to us asking those questions, but then it's all gone. It's like we find this a lot, guys. Like the energy goes and it just goes.
Everyone else in the comments is under the same impression like what we're seeing as well. It looks like there is something in the window.
It's that bottom part of the window, isn't it, right there? It genuinely looks like when we take our lights off it, as we cast a glance towards it, then it just looks like there's a face looking back at us from the window.
Yeah, look, you can see the reflection of
Yeah.
it, can you?
Yeah, that's it. You can see it. Can you see it on the camera or not? I don't think you can. Oh no, guys, I don't know what to say.
Keeps appearing in the bottom right.
It's always that one window, none of the others. It looks like a face looking at us.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Keep hearing stuff over here.
Over by the bench, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So many different noises here, it's crazy.
Is that the second time that's come through?
Four. Well, no, it said fell, and it's saying four. Don't know what's in this field here.
Yeah, that's a good point from Karen. Caroline could be one of the more modern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All over this side here, we can clearly see it's a lot more modern. The graves have got flowers on them attended to. We've, out of pure respect, we will not go that side because there's no chance that we're going to go anything modern. We just don't do that, guys. It's the part we're at here is where all the old graves are. There's also a bench there as well. So, did you hear that?
Was that not you?
No, I was scratching.
Yeah.
I'm stood right next to you.
You are enough.
I thought you were like playing with something
No.
then.
I showed you a bench and it started.
Horror.
Horror. Cheers.
Yeah.
Did you hear that as well?
I did.
Guys, please tell me you heard that. There was it can only be I shone the light on the bench over there and it started saying
I
like
live
scratching.
right there.
I lived right there. There is a house there.
Yeah.
That's the one we need to
Also
be careful with the lights.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you live in the house behind? Is that what you're trying to sell us? Madam. Are you trying to say that you lived in that house behind? See, when everything's set up here, when we're getting loads of stuff through for Charles Walton, it's just, there's nothing anymore. It's gone. But then the other cat balls that hadn't gone off, have since gone off our
Yeah, that
house.
headstone against the tree looks like it's been moved there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, well, whatever you're thanking us for, you're welcome. If we've done anything that's pleased you. Could you tell us why you're thanking us?
Silence.
Yeah, Dawn, where we are, it is, I mean, that is a cottage house, isn't it?
The one to the side?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
think it used to be where quite possibly it would have been like a reverend's house or something.
Is there water nearby as well?
We're right by the river.
Yeah.
We're right by the river. If you remember on the way in, we went over that little bridge.
Yeah.
And there's another bridge just there. The river runs through the field where Charles was killed.
Beware of the man.
Karen, it was just past this bit here.
What's that?
Where the house was. I presume that's the warden's.
I don't think it's a ward anymore. I actually think it might have been the house that was originally. A lot of the older churches used to have a house on site, sort of thing, for the reverend. But I don't think that's what its purpose is anymore.
Beware of the man.
Beware of the man.
What is the name of the man
Can you give us more information about the man that we need to be aware of, please? Like Connor just said. What do we need to be aware of him for?
Skull.
Are we talking to Charles again?
Charles, if you're back with us, can you light up one of the balls that you previously lit up for us? Since we spoke to you earlier, then none of those have gone off.
EMF's just gone off. That hasn't been going off for ages.
If you have the energy, could you please light up one of those balls again?
You can trust us.
We can trust you. Okay. So is this the people that said that they were protecting us? If you are, thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Stand your ground.
Okay. What are we standing our ground for?
Charles, are we being deceived right now? That's the word, isn't it? What was suggest? Are we being tricked?
Yeah, that's a better way of saying it, mate.
Are the people saying that we can trust them? Can we not trust them? Is it you?
Guide.
Is it you who's just said, come through saying stand your ground? EMF's going off now.
Yeah. Intermittently, but it's going off.
Who are we talking to right now?
Tenderness.
Tenderness. Okay. Keep seeing stuff in that window, man.
I know, it's really creepy.
Yeah. This shows what the area is about. Look on top of there. On top of the window. You see what that is?
What is that?
It's a witch on a broom.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
This area is known for witchcraft, like I said. And that's now going off. I said it's a witch on a broom, and that started going off.
That went up immediately.
I just feel like everything's just gone away.
Yeah.
Charles, if it's you telling us to stand our ground, we are standing our ground.
We're getting a bit of negative energy coming through now.
Vincent.
Vincent. That wasn't one of the names I wrote to you, was it?
Earlier. I was just going to say there's quite a bit of, I mean, that's just gone up.
Lights. Yes, we've got lights with us. There's lots of lights laid out. Can you make one of them go off for us? Okay, everything's just sort of mirrors. We haven't got a mirror with us. Unless you're talking about the reflections on that glass, because that is mirror-like. You can't get right up to the building to look because there's like a drop down. All pews and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Assurance.
Assurance. All random stuff, isn't
It is. You could piece kind of a lot of it together before, couldn't you?
Yeah. The stuff that first came out when we were directly communicating with the person we came to communicate with. Right, I am going to ask though. Charles, if you are still with us and you are still able to, can you direct us to where you're buried now?
That's a good question.
Because we're aware of the story that your family destroyed your headstone and buried you in a different location, but it's still believed to be in this graveyard. Could you guide us to it? We'd like to pay our respects.
Suffering.
It is cold.
It is very
really
cold.
cold. Try and see what the temperature is on this then, but I can't actually do it because my fingers are numb.
What's the battery looking like on that? Because one of the other weeks it proper drained it, didn't it?
It has drained a lot. It's nowhere near as what it was last week. It turned off, didn't it, last week?
Yeah.
It's still on 40% at the minute.
The EMF's going crazy.
Yeah. We get none of them off. Have we just like randomly found the right spot to be to communicate with Charles?
It
I don't know why. I was just kind of drew to this.
Yeah,
this
I
part,
think just how this has
but I don't
been set up.
know what this says on it. There's no chance of reading it, is there? Because this would have been a headstone.
You must leave.
You must leave.
So we've approached it and it said, you must leave.
Can you tell us why we must leave?
I'm going to leave.
You're going to leave. Okay. Charles, if that's you saying that you're going to leave, firstly, can I just thank you for communicating with us? We really appreciated it.
Yeah, thank you for being so,
It's made our journey here worthwhile because we came to find you, and we believe that we have.
Thank you for being so forthcoming with us, telling us about what happened. It must have been hard for you to talk about, so we really appreciate it.
But if you are leaving, can you tell us why you told us to go? Is there a reason why you're asking us to leave?
I want you to see me.
You want us to see you? We'd love to see you. If that's something that you can do, if you can manifest yourself in front of us in some way, please, by all means do so. We'd love to see that. We'd love to be able to show people that. The device that Connor's holding in his hand will allow other people to be able to see that too. Is that something that you can do?
Use our energy if you need to.
What was that?
Did you hear that as well?
Yeah.
Over there.
These bushes here.
You are powerful.
Thank you. Must be talking about me there, Connor.
I'm stroking your hair.
Can't be talking about me now. If you're stroking my hair, you're going to have a bit of bad luck there, because I ain't got much.
Do you reckon you can plait it for me as well? I don't have much longer left with it, unfortunately.
Yeah, Connor's going down my route. Do you feel like anything's on your hair, or?
No, I don't. No.
Guys, you've all seen me on camera. You know I don't have a lot.
I feel like
A lot going on there,
I
so.
felt like a breeze from the slight wind, but
Yeah, there has. It's now started to get a little bit of a breeze, hasn't it? When we were talking earlier on and getting all the information, it was absolutely silent. There was nothing.
Meat.
Meat. Would you like us to meet you? You said you wanted us to see you. Would you like us to meet with you? Is there anywhere in particular you'd like us to do that?
They blamed me.
Blamed you.
are we talking to you, Charles? Are we talking to you, Albert? Could you give us Alfred?
Charles, are you saying that they blamed you, if it is still yourself? Because, like I said earlier, people believed you to be a white witch. They blame you for something? Or is this Alfred that I called out for earlier?
Do you think it could have been a collective, but Alfred was the one who did it? A few people could have pushed him to do it.
So are we talking to Charles, or is this Alfred now? Is Alfred joined us? Is this the man that we need to be aware of? Alfred, if this you, the clear ball that's on top of there, or there's some on the floor as well, could you set them off for us? Could you touch them? If you do, I'll show you what happens. They flash red and blue. Is that something you could do for us? Obvious. Okay, so I've just told what we believe possibly to be Alfred now that they flash red and blue, and then it's just come through saying obvious. So, Alfred Potter, if this is you, can we hear your story? Your name is a huge part of this story because the police believed it was yourself. Is that what you're saying? That they blamed you? They believed it was yourself that killed Charles Walton? Very noisy behind us again now. And we've
Don't
been...
go back there.
Okay. Right, guys, I've just heard noises behind us and it's immediately said, don't go back there. Why are we not to go back there? Did you tell us?
Keys.
I don't know what you mean by keys. Are you checking you got yours?
Yeah.
Please say you have.
I've not lost my keys.
Yeah, let's not go down that route, Connor. Oh, my hand's so cold now.
Dirty.
Dirty. What are you saying is dirty or was dirty? What are you trying to describe to us?
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Can I ask you to convert his...
Nightmare.
No, it's firing through loads of stuff now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alfred, are you with us? Are you still here? Or Charles, was Alfred here?
Eat shit.
Okay.
Right. I don't
Again, not meant to swear on here.
Yeah, I don't know whether the mics have just picked that up, but we've just been swore at.
Should we move on to the Estes?
You want to do Estes or you just mean the app?
The app, yeah.
Necro.
We do Necro.
Oh.
Claire put in the chat, don't lose your keys again, Connor.
Yeah, please don't.
No, I'll try not to.
Please don't, it's a very long walk back. We're 40 odd miles away from home here, guys, so I'd rather not try and walk there.
And it's a lot of money spent later.
Yeah, found that out to your detriment, didn't you? Oh, I can't even get onto Necro. Oh, my hand's so cold. Right, here we go. I'm loading up Necro, got him. Let's hope we don't get told to go and eat. Oop.
Are we speaking to Charles right now?
Charles, are you still with us? Or is this Alfred? Is it Alfred that just swore at us? It's me.
It's me. Was that straight after you said Alfred?
Okay, so Alfred, if this is you, why do you not want us here? Leave.
Leave.
Is this because we found out the truth? Charles told us the truth. He told us that it was yourself that did it. So the police were right. Detective Fabian was right, wasn't he? That's right. So Detective Fabian was right.
Hi Darryl, thank you for joining.
And you did kill Charles Walton. Because Charles has told us himself that it was you. Now, without swearing at us again, would you like to have your... Wow,
That was strong what that came through then.
that was really loud. Get out. Alfred, we're giving you the chance to have your say.
How many spirits do we have around us right now?
Alfred, are you alone? Or are you with people? Just so as you know, Alfred. It's really aggressive, isn't it? Whatever it's doing. Just so as you know, we know your name. My name's Ian.
My name's Connor.
We don't mean you any harm. We've just come to find out the truth about Charles Walton. We've spoken to Charles already. Charles has confirmed that Detective Fabian was right. And that it was yourself that killed him.
It is really aggressive where it is.
Would you like to tell us why?
Out.
Alfred, was it to do with witchcraft? Did you kill him in a copycat murder? In the same fashion that a lady believed to have been a witch previously, Anne.
It's kind of like quiet, isn't it?
Are you still with us? Or have you gone? Battery's nearly dead.
Is it proper took it down?
Yeah. Like I say. I'm not going to lie, I thought it swore again. The word begin with A, but meaning bumhole.
Alfred,
Exactly.
if you'd like us to go, could you please set off one of the cat paws, please? One of the clear bores?
Are you the reason why Charles has left? Is that why he was telling us to leave, because you were here?
Is that why you're getting aggressive? Because Charles has told us what the story actually was?
Are you still with us, Alfred? Out.
Yeah.
So you don't want everyone to know the truth. Is that what you're saying? You turn up because you know that Charles told us the truth. Is that why you're here? You're trying to get us to leave now? You were warned to beware of the man. Is it yourself that were warning yourself? Leave.
Yeah. You said leave, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did you just died?
Yeah.
So
That said 15% just. Phone's just gone. Okay.
that should have lasted a bit
Should have
way
lasted.
longer than that.
Yeah. In the past sort of 25 minutes, it's gone from 40% to 15, and now it's just gone.
Well, on that note, I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's been a really good investigation. I mean, we quite clearly got a lot of answers.
I wonder. Do you reckon if I roll these dice, do you reckon he'll say yes if he wants us to leave?
We can give it a go. This would be interesting.
Right there.
This is the first time we're using this.
Yeah. Right, guys, we've got some, like I said earlier, shout out to Paranormal Woodwork, the company we got these from. We've got some wooden dice. They have letters on. They have the word yes and no. Now, never done it before, so we don't know what to expect. But I wonder if the word yes will come up if we say, do you want us to leave? So, I can only presume this is how we do it. Yes. We're supposed to be able to try and make words out of what's come up as well. Straight away the word yes came up in the middle. Try again.
Yeah.
Right, so do it again, guys. See if you can make anything out of what's coming up. We've got to get used to using these as well, so bear with us a while. But
The yes hasn't come up that time, has it?
no, it's there. I mean, my name's there. There we go. So my name's on it, guys. You kind of can show you. I'll spin it around for you. So I did it the wrong way. There you go. Right, so let's go one more time. Spells yours, mate, because of the amount of letters that's going to be.
That's good. That would be mental, yeah. Well, my name can't be spelled.
No.
But can someone else's be spelled?
Nearly got enough for Charles.
I was going to say that. Is it just missing the R?
C-H-A-R. It's the L-E-S.
So it was close. That would have been that would have been.
So we're just missing the L.
I've got an idea. Should we do one more?
There's no L there.
Do
Still.
one more. One more. Albert.
Alfred.
Alfred. I keep. Yeah.
I wonder you're insulting him. You're calling the wrong name.
So, Alfred, if you would like us to leave, please. Yes.
Okay.
From our next roll, could you make it spell out your name?
Right, there's also a no there as well, guys, just so you can see. There's a yes and a no.
We can spell out his name now.
Oh. Ready?
I don't think.
No.
Yeah, there's no way, is there?
No. I mean, if people know what these are, guys, then please let me know if we use them right.
Any suggestions? Yeah.
We've never done it before. We just wanted to try it. What?
I don't know if I've knocked that with my foot, but a cat ball's gone off down there.
Okay.
It could have been. Well, been. I've just knocked
It
that
could
with
have
my
been
foot.
yourself because they are behind us. Yes. I mean, there is an A on this one. It was.
There's an L.
ED.
There's an L there.
That's a T. Oh no, L. Yeah, L.
B.
What we got a B for?
Oh, it's out. Okay. Do you know what? I keep getting his name wrong. God, I do apologise.
So nearly got an Alfred and a yes. So we're just missing two letters, the F and the R. And we have got the F and the R. These are from two separate rolls though, guys, so I'm not claiming this to have come through straight away. Two separate rolls and we've spelled the name Alfred.
But as we said, if anyone has used these in the chat before,
Yeah, please advise if we should use them in any other way. But our battery has completely died on our other device. So you watch, we won't ever get these back in the bag again.
Tell you what, my hands are freezing.
I can't feel mine.
I'll pick up the cat balls.
Yeah. Did you hear something?
Yeah.
Yeah. This
What
is
was that?
crazy, guys. The noises that are coming from this place.
That literally sounded like it was right by me, though.
Yeah. It's absolutely mental.
What was that? I have no idea what that was then.
I've done it. It's like a Rubik's Cube and I've done it. They're in the bag.
How many cat balls did we lay out?
Including them ones over there. There was 7 or 8.
I'll go and get the ones from over here.
That one started going off.
Did it just start going off?
That one started going off. I'm picking the ones up on the floor and that one went off.
Okay.
Again, guys, we didn't have a camera on it, so I don't expect anything from that. But
I've got 3 in my pocket.
well, there's 3 here. That's a 4, so that's 7. It must have been 7 I got out there. You got the 2 EMS as well.
I've got 3.
Well, 3 now.
3 in my pocket.
Right, let's drop these in the bag so we don't lose anything. And we'll
But she put everything in the bag here.
may as well. Oh, that's one phone. Nice. Guys, I don't know what to say about this one. the information that's come through, the names that have come through, even the dice at the end, practically spelling out Charles and Alfred. I mean, that's a bit weird upon itself, isn't it, really? I know we didn't get the full names, but is that all the equipment? Oh, there's one. So it was 8.
It was hiding. That's not turning on. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Let's pop this one away then. I thought I had 8 out.
Good spot.
I still keep looking at them windows.
I know.
I swear there's someone in there just
The
watching
noises have been weird as well. Like when I
Yeah,
was
they're
bending
not.
down to pick up the ball, then
Yeah.
and I could. It was like rustling, like right by me. It sounded like that.
Right then, guys. So I hope. Double click that at the back.
There we go.
I'll recenter it. That's it. I hope you've all enjoyed what we have been able to bring here for you tonight. I genuinely feel like we've had quite a lot come through, quite a lot of relevant stuff come through, specific things come through, names, the exact injury, and then towards the end it got quite, well, we believe Charles told us to go and he was going. We're already warned about beware of the man, and then we believe that Alfred came through. Alfred being the man that killed Charles. That Detective Fabian had said was the killer and was Charles's boss. That's what we believe to be the story. We believe that Detective Fabian was correct because Charles has told us so. Don't know what else to say. This place is freaky, really, really freaky.
I'll definitely come back here again.
I mean, yeah. There's another 2 churches to this story. Obviously, I think we've already solved the story in terms of what went on, but the other 2 stories have a different part of it as well. So it's an area we'll definitely come back to. There's a lot of activity going on here tonight, and I'm glad we've chose this one for our Valentine's special. So, like we said, guys, it wasn't so. Double click the thing.
There we go.
You can hold it normally and just double click it.
Oh, it's gone upside down now.
Hold it normally. Hold it normally. Double
There
click
we go.
it.
Alright, sorry, my hand feels like it's going to drop off, guys. That cold.
Kind of slipping upside down here, guys. I don't know what he's doing. You just need to keep that held normally and then double click it. It'll focus on us. Alright, but I'm glad we chose this one. The story is based around Valentine's Day. The murder happened on the 14th of February. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I've enjoyed doing this one. It's been freaking. I can still see a face looking at me out that window right now.
Yeah, it's very off-putting, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think it's coming through on the camera, but there is a face looking at us through that window. The second I turn the light on it, there's nothing there. But it looks like a face. It really does. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you ever so much for watching. Thank you ever so much for the support. Thank you for the stars. Once again, Sherry, thank you ever so much for the petrol money that you sent on PayPal. We really appreciate it. Anything like that, guys, it allows us to go anywhere that we want to, go even further. We want to keep bringing you content. We want to keep bringing you different locations. And it's something that we enjoy doing, and we hope that it comes across on camera that we do as well. So, guys, thank you ever so much. Remember, subscribe to us on YouTube as well. It's free to do so. And it'll give us another option if we ever need to go live on that. As we did in the past have trouble on Facebook, and it would have meant that on YouTube we could have gone live instead. So it gives us that other option, and there is going to be some exclusive content produced that will go onto YouTube, but we will share the link on Facebook so you can all go and watch it anyway. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Guys, as always, check out the store. We've got some Valentine's merchandise in there, specifically for Valentine's, and it'll go out of the store at the end of February. So if you want it, you'll have to act quick. It's at a bit of a discounted price as well because it's been set just for a one-off. So guys, get on there, check it out. If you want it, get it.
It's not got our faces on,
It
unfortunately.
hasn't got our faces on, but we have actually been requested by a couple of people to do that. So we might release something like that, but we'll see. Guys, thank you ever so much for joining us. We'll see you next week. As always, I'm Ian.
I'm Connor.
With Paranormal State of Mind.
And until next time,
Let's
do
do this.